Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Fallout Frozen Atom, an actual play of the Winter of Atom campaign module by Modiphius Entertainment. My name is ELH the Game Master, and joining me are lovely individuals who we'll meet in a moment. In terms of announcements, there are none, so that's easy. So let's go ahead and get into introductions, and then we'll start with play. So, Saxy Guitar, what do you got going on?
Hey, I got nothing going on. I'm Saxy Guitar. I am playing Professor Clayman. He is a scientist from the middle of nowhere plains, and probably not enjoying this rough winter, even though he's probably used to seeing it at the same time.
Fair enough. Paradoxtopus, what do you got going on?
Same old, but I actually do have something to say today.
Ooh.
If you guys are in the Utah area, SaltCon is coming up in September. I'll be GMing there if you want to come hang out with me because you think I'm just so handsome and funny.
Awesome.
So feel free to stop by if that's what you think.
Very nice. And last but not least, Mukies, what do you got going on?
Yeah, nothing on the real side. Same old as well. I can attest to Kate is actually enjoying this winter and it's a terrible time out here. So yeah.
Just another
Opposing
Tuesday.
opposing professor's experience.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, speaking of the professor, I believe you have our opening log today. So what you got for us?
I do. Opening log is Wasteland. Date, I'll add that later. It has been averaging around 15 degrees colder than expected for this time of the year in Boston. Still haven't quite placed it. The drop in temperature is quite below anything anyone has expected. Looks like this is causing everyone to rush to any form of city they can find with any food, water, shelter, someplace to keep them warm. We luckily gotten ourselves into one of those known as Diamond City. Yes, I know this is the first log in a while I've done, and I have been here for a few days. In that time, I've learned that I still need to fix the water purifiers in this place because apparently no one else fucking knows how to. Second, I finally got to go search for stuff. I feel like I can actually make things now. I have 30 plus junk I'll be able to break down later. That and someone found us looking for a city potentially in a junkyard. So that sounds also great. I definitely am low on supplies. We're all very low on supplies. We're probably 1 or 2 days out from this place. The people who have hired us do seem to rather organized and well put together. I assume this will go pretty smoothly. End log.
All right. So we resume with you all and the wandering caravan waking up for the day and getting ready to leave the fire station that you bunked in for the night and continuing on your way to Beatsville. As a reminder, Linda is the ghoul that is kind of the head of the caravan. You have Charlotte, who handles the wagons and any mechanical things. You have Regina, who is a mercenary and extra muscle if need be. Then you have Kate and Janie, who are both merchants. Janie, of note, is a believer of Church of Adam. And you also have 4 pack ramen that you have to keep safe, as well as 2 wagons. But as you all wake up in the morning, I did want to do one very quick thing between Janie and Brother Hugh. So, Brother Hugh, as you're waking up and you're... Oh, speaking of which, we need to handle food. Everybody have a food while we're here. Because I think everybody's running low on food, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I forget sleeping makes you hungry.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, does everybody have food, or do we need to maybe have a hunting montage?
Ooh. I need to hunt anyways. But sounds good.
I have a single carrot.
Am I
I
the
can go
only
down
one that still
until-
has food?
No,
I have
I
enough
have a
food for
carrot.
me. I have enough food for me for the rest of this journey.
Dang.
Oh, I lied. I also have some dandy boy apples.
I don't even think I have water.
Well, I don't have water. I know that.
I've got oh, actually I have some bourbon.
I think we should do the hunting montage before we are completely out of food, so we're not too hungry to do a hunting montage.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
maybe.
Fair enough. All right.
Maybe
If you
after
want to, whoever feels that they can have the best hunting skills, if you could give me a perception and a survival at a difficulty of, let's make it a 2, and this will represent you finding something to eat along the way. Somewhere relatively close to the fire stations. You don't actually have to leave the caravan too far behind or ahead, but let's just sort of see what happens. And it's open to whoever wants to do the roll.
I don't know, probably me. I have 9
Yes.
as my
that's
target
you,
number.
I
Okay.
believe.
Yep.
I would, to roll that many dice, I would have to give the GM 2 AP. Do I give the GM 2 AP to roll 4 die?
Do it.
Okay.
Good.
GM is going to get 2 AP. I'm going to
take
get
it.
2 AP. I am then immediately going to use all of that for a survival, but not that one. We're going to use perception. Rolling 4. It is survival tagged or not? It is not tagged.
I mean, I believe.
Ooh.
All right. Only one
Oof.
success. Do you want to reroll one of those 19s?
That is my last luck point of this journey. I will attempt. Okay, guys, already starting off with no luck points.
Always a good sign.
And still, so anyone want to try to assist? Only one roll.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll do.
Okay. Same roll for you. And also, yeah, you did just get 3 AP from chat. Thank you, chat, for the Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Thank
Look at
you.
that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Also, chat's like, skill is you? Question mark.
We're about to see how Professor holds up if you can't get those luck back.
I'm out of luck, guys, until we probably finish this quest.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me roll 1.
Oh, does the caravan Brahmin produce any milk?
Do you want to try and milk one of the Brahmin?
Yes. Obviously.
Was waiting for
And then I
someone to be
know
like,
you also get the fertilizer.
Oh God. Well, we can't
Hey, that's
eat
for
that.
Chet, right?
oh, my lord.
I am going to
um,
plead the fifth. I don't know what that's for.
I do.
Okay, before we get
What
into
would the
scatological
skill
humor.
be?
Also, I got a 0 success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So I think what's going to happen is the professor and Kate, you're out scavenging, but you're just not finding anything worthy, which actually does, kind of picturesque set up the situation between Janie and Brother Hugh. So, Brother Hugh, as you are milking the Brahmin, go ahead and roll me 3 combat dice, and every effect you'll get 1 Brahmin milk.
Oh, okay.
And of course, if you don't roll any effects, then we're going to just say that maybe the Brahmin are a little frosty.
No effects.
No effects. All right, so you're trying to get milk coming out of the Brahmin, and nothing's happening. But Janie comes over and goes, "So, is this your first time milking a Brahmin, Brother Hugh?"
Yes, I understand the idea of milking a Brahmin, but proves to be much more difficult than I expected.
Yeah, you're pulling on that thing like it owes you money. You need to be soft and delicate. It needs to be a nice pulling motion, not a yank. But here, let me show you. And she kneels down, and after a few moments, she gets 1 thing of Brahmin milk, which you can keep on to for the moment. But as she's working and showing you how to do it, she kind of leans in close and goes, "So, Brother Hugh, I didn't want to make a scene last night about the last son of Adam, but you seem like a kindred spirit, so if you have any questions for me about the sect, I'm happy to answer.
I actually do have some questions. The first question, when they say son of Adam, I'm assuming S-O-N, but is it possible that it's S-U-N?
As far as I'm aware, no, it is S-O-N. Far as I understand it, he's the great prophet that has been brought by Adam to reward the church for all of its devotion.
It's interesting to hear. And you say that you've heard them over the radio, but you've never been there in person, correct?
No, that's correct. I know that he's somewhere within the glowing sea, but he is very charismatic. It's much like yourself, where as he tells you these things over the radio, you start to believe them because they resonate with your core. And I think that has to do with the fact that, as you might know, within every atom, there's an entire universe created by Adam himself. And when that atom is split, the universe divides, that creates new universes. And I feel that the last son of Adam is a conduit to Adam's divine benevolence.
It is certainly possible. Perhaps one day I'll meet him in person, and we can discuss this further.
Well, you'll have to do it soon, because if the last son is correct, the day of division is coming, and coming soon.
Has he specified a date?
No, but he has said that by the time winter is ended, that the day of division will have come and gone.
It's very ominous.
Well, only if you don't believe in the fact that on the day of division that all of Adam's faithful will be able to travel to any other universe and live in eternal happiness.
That's not what I'm concerned with. I'm more concerned with if he's a true prophet. I have yet to see anything that has proven otherwise.
Ah, I see. You're not that kind of believer.
I believe in what I can feel directly in my heart, and nothing yet has sparked that glow of Adam within me.
I see. Well, maybe once you listen to his radio broadcast in the future, maybe you'll see what I'm saying is correct.
I would very much like to do that.
It's right about then that she finished off another pail of Brahmin milk, and this is about the time that Professor and Kate come back. So I'm going to let you all decide who gets the 2 Brahmin milk, but you do have 2 Brahmin milk for this little exchange.
Up to you, I imagine.
So I don't have anything to drink, so I would like one.
Yeah, I have some stuff for me to drink.
Oh,
Okay.
well, if you would be so kind, I am also.
I would
none.
suggest you be so kind.
Yes. No, I'm going to hoard all the milk. Because I hear
I mean,
hoarding milk is a
you
great
worked hard
idea.
for it.
Did you guys get any? Or I guess
It's way too cold out there. I did not find anything.
that's unfortunate.
No, not even tracks to suggest there was something out there.
Well, I was saving this for a special occasion, but I guess surviving is a special occasion in its own right.
You can't have another one if you're dead.
Good point. Do you want a carrot or a Dandy Boy apples, Kate?
Well, seeing as I'm, is that everything's irradiated at this point, right?
Yes.
Well, since I'm not a Brahmin, I guess I'll go for. Well, I guess they're built for. I'll go for the Dandy Boy apples.
Okay.
You're gonna take his good thing? Wow.
Yeah, already. It's got that milk. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Of course.
And for the milk.
I get a radiation point. I lose one, so I'm break even.
You
And
roll-
I have to roll 2 radiation things for my food. Yes, what's your question?
The prepackaged is rolling 1. The milk is another 1.
I
Or is
don't
this
remember
pure
if
milk?
milk's radiated or not.
Let me double check.
Something tells me it's
It's all in the
not,
meat.
but I can't remember.
Nah,
But
Brahmin
it comes
is
from a Brahmin, so
very, very important note on this. Brahmin milk only heals 1 HP. It's not irradiated, but it does heal 2 radiation damage. So that is very important to note.
Okay.
I don't see you
that is
have-
good to know because I
Yeah.
actually have radiation. And I
Well,
need to
now
get
you
rid
have
of-
now you have 2 less.
Cow
I'm gonna-
or the Brahmin is taken from you.
I'm gonna roll my 2 things of eating food.
Okay.
I have rolled 2 radiation.
I will take one of them because I can.
Okay. So I rolled 2 for this dandy. Correct.
1 for the Danny, and then the milk is nothing.
Yeah,
So
so
you
it's
don't have
just
to roll for
one.
that.
Which, yeah. Looks like radiation is on the table for everybody, basically. So I think what actually
But
happens...
you ate
No,
that
you eat the first,
right?
then you drink.
Exactly, yeah. So you're good. You're good. But yeah, now that all that's handled, Linda kind of begins wrangling up everybody and goes, all right, we made some good progress on our last day of travel, and I think we'll be able to do another good push today. But she looks at Kate. Do you think today is a good day to attempt another strong push? I mean, the Brahmin are doing well so far, but remember we had that leg issue on this one here. I'm a little concerned that if we push too hard that we might lose a Brahmin.
Talking to me, Kate, or Kate?
You, Kate.
Me, Kate. Okay, not that cake. Okay. You know what? You're right. Let's not. I feel like we shouldn't
We
push
can
these
make it there
Brahmin.
today.
I mean, unless we're hungry and something happens to the Brahmin, we could potentially have some more meat. As I whisper
yes.
away from the Brahmin.
I whisper back to you, if a Brahmin dies, I can cook that.
I feel
Well,
evil.
so far you've led us pretty well. I'll help you out best I can with directions, but got another probably 24 hours of regular travel before we get to Beatsville if my intuition is correct.
Which means at double speed. Get there today, if no complications.
Dude, I played Oregon Trail. This is risky business. You don't want to push them, but then
do
you run out of food. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta try one more time.
All right, so let's once again break down the travel time because this is
we technically don't have to decide until after this is broken down.
right.
Oh,
Break
yes.
down the campsite real quick. Get your materials back.
And then oh wait, sorry. Do we have to reinstate what the difficulty is on the second survival check?
For making another campsite, you mean, or?
No,
The
since we're
travel,
traveling
right?
again.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think we just go through the same sort of thing again. I'm trying to remember what I made it last time. Was it a 2 or a 3? Was it a 4? I'm trying to remember.
We can probably go back in the logs and check.
Either
think
way,
it
I can
wasn't
go through
too
the process real
difficulty.
quick.
I think it
and-
was 2 because Kate ended up doing it all by herself with just 1 AP. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. We'll just go through the whole step list again, and we'll figure it out. But as a point of order, do make sure you get half your materials back.
Oh,
from
yes,
your
thank you.
campsite.
Uh,
But yeah, let's go for survival rules here. So again, the base difficulty starts at a 0, and we're just going to sort of add. So is the journey between established routes between settlements? No. Difficulty 1. Are PCs familiar with the area? No. Group 2 or difficulty 2. Is the area under control of a friendly faction? No. Group 3. Has the group been given good directions, or do they know prominent landmarks to aid navigation? Yes, because you have Linda with you, so it goes down to 2. Are obstacles in the path easily avoided or circumnavigated? No, because the winter storm is picking up. So total of difficulty 3 on this one. And by default, Kate, you are rolling in endurance and a survival here. But now we talk about journey speed. If you do want to attempt to make it to Beatsville in one go, you would set the complication range to 4. But if you just wanted to make about 12 hours of travel, you could reduce difficulty down to a 2 and only make the complication range 19 to 20. Now, remember, you cannot spend AP to roll more dice for the test, but you can use AP to reduce the difficulty.
Okay. I would like to spend 1 to reduce the difficulty.
Okay, so what's your journey speed before I tell you the final difficulty?
Okay. I mean,
We gotta
kinda
go fast. We're running out of
Yeah.
food.
I was thinking of getting there within this next push.
Okay, so then after you spend the 2 AP, bringing you down to 1, your total difficulty on this will be a 2.
You could spend more. You're welcome to spend all the AP to make it a 0 challenge.
You would have to give me another AP because you only have 3 AP at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a
let me-
3. Is it not 1 per?
No, it's 1 difficulty per 2.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
You could, yeah, your call.
I'm gonna lower it to.
I'm not afraid to give the DM an AP.
All right, hey, Chad also gave you another AP for your troubles. Thank you for
Look
that.
at that.
Woo! Okay.
Now you
so
don't
I'll
have
put
to.
it there,
Okay.
and then I'll put it back to 0.
And now our difficulty 0.
No, your difficulty
Okay.
is difficulty of 1, if I'm counting correctly.
Oh, yes, because 4 points minus 2 is 2. Well, sorry, divided by 2 is 2. Yeah. I'm getting
Math.
too excited. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, Kate, there's the
Hey.
one you need.
Yes.
Though that 19 is going to be a complication.
No.
You have that nice new coat to re-roll because extra luck. Very
Perhaps
bright
I would have had to
coat.
put it on before.
Well,
You're saying you stepped
I,
outside with that thing not on?
Actually, yeah, I did keep it on, huh? One sleeve at a time. I remember
Well,
saying
let me
that.
know if you want
Do
to
you
log
have
it.
any just luck left over, or
Oh, that's luck points.
Gives you extra luck, if I recall. That very pretty jacket you got,
I believe it was luck special.
which correlates to more luck points.
Okay, well, I'm wearing it on. Okay, I will do it. I will reroll. I want to save these Brahmin.
There you go. 2 successes, meaning you get an AP back. Very nice. So, since you succeeded, I'm going to give you an option here above the table because I know there's merits to both. Would you rather encounter a commercial entity or location that you can scavenge along the way, or would you like a combat encounter which might yield some food for you to have?
I'm thinking combat.
food sounds delicious
Okay.
and nutritious?
As the
I was-
person without any weapons, I'm gonna say probably food.
All right. Then in that case, you're not going to be ambushed, but you eventually crest over a hill as the wind and snow are picking up, and you kind of hear in the distance, and what you see is 2 large rad scorpions seemingly fighting over what probably was a wild Brahmin at one point, but they appear to be engaged in butchery, to put it lightly. So if you want to deal with the rad scorpions, again, there's 2 of them. You could potentially get some meat or eggs or anything else off them. But you can also go around them since you did succeed on this with no complications.
Yeah.
How good
I
is your
would like
guys'
to.
sneaking?
My sneak is 3 and tagged. I did tag it.
I just realized I failed something I'm not tagged in. The overseer gets 1 AP for my failure of my last survivor roll.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I would like to sneak up to at least one of them.
All right, go ahead
we've-
and give me
Yeah.
the classic agility and sneak, please. Difficulty of, I think it's difficulty 1 because it's an opposed check for them.
Okay. Tag. Sorry, it was agility. Okay. Boom. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, I was gonna give them AP, but with a roll like that, I'm just gonna roll it straight. Looks like they rolled an 8 and a 9, which is 2 successes. So you actually get 2 AP for your troubles, bringing you up to 3. And yeah,
Nice.
you're able to sneak up behind one of the rad scorpions without any of the two being the wiser. Would you like to sneak attack the rad scorpion?
Oh, yes.
All right. So I'm assuming you're doing a melee attack against it.
How close is the other one?
It is within close range, but it's not within reach, if that makes a difference.
Okay, so it's within the same zone as the one I snuck up to.
Correct.
I think I'm gonna try.
Hit it.
I kind of want to like stay a little bit away and use my pipe bolt action.
Okay.
I don't know. It does have piercing, and maybe I get some AP. Let's try. I don't know. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna try
You're so
something
good at
different.
hitting things.
I know, but I'm worried about. I don't know how strong these red scorpions are. Do you
Just
think
don't.
I should just try it?
I will keep you alive somehow.
Okay.
I promise.
Oh yeah, I'll let you exercise your healing capabilities. Okay. Well, I tried. I'm just going back to the spike baseball.
All right. Well, go ahead and roll your. I believe it's. Yeah.
Difficulty
so the difficulty
0
to beat
because
here
minus
is-
1, right?
Yeah. So just don't roll complications. Well, you
Or
still have
if-
to roll
yeah.
for the. You still roll for the attack, but we'll keep that
I
9.
do this every time.
We'll keep that 9
Okay.
just in case. Okay, so you actually get 3 successes, meaning you get
God.
3 AP back for your troubles. Very nice. You're a
So now
cap.
it's 6.
So yeah,
Our cap is 7 because of inspirational.
He'll
That's
never
right.
get used to that.
I keep forgetting
Yeah.
that fact. Thank you for correcting me. All right, so you hit it in the right leg for 9 damage.
Nice.
Did you get extra combat dice for when you're sneaking? I can't remember.
Only if it has the mod
Stealth,
or whatever
yes.
it is. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so looking at the rad scorpion here, you are going to injure it. And what's going to happen is, Kate, you come up right behind the rad scorpion, you cock your baseball back out, you put the spike right at the right angle, and then you swing with all your might, and you cripple this rad scorpion's right leg to the point that it falls prone and sort of emits sort of a chitinous screech as it is now unable to move without taking a major action. But you did do a significant amount of damage to it. And yeah, with that, I think we're
Would you
going to
like-
move into initiative order here.
You could spend the AP to hit it again. Oh, no, not your turn technically, so I don't think you can. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I believe, Kate, you still have the highest initiative here, if I'm remembering correctly.
Correct.
So I think technically, unless, yeah, they only have an initiative of 12, so I think you get to go again, is what happens.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, so same old, same old. This time I would like to move up to the other one.
Okay.
Not to
Just
kill the one.
because this one's kind of a little. Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
do that. All right. One success is what's
All
there?
you need, it has a defense of 1.
Awesome. Okay.
Do you like to spend... Nope.
Yeah, take that back.
Okay. So this time you hit it in the torso, and without getting too gory about it, as you bring your baseball back down, I don't know if you've ever had crab or lobster in real life, but you know, as you're getting the meat out of the lobster, the crab, it makes a very distinct sound. It's kind of like that sound. The rad scorpion, if it could wheeze, it would wheeze, but instead it's an insectoid kind of skittering. It makes sense in my head, but you do manage to make it start bleeding, and it is definitely crippled. It is not having a good day. Not having a good day at all. But yeah,
I'm
with
starting
that,
to get hungry.
yeah. Do you have anything else for your turn?
I believe that will be it.
Okay. So as I said, the rat scorpions have an initiative of 12. Does anybody have a higher than 12?
I do not. I think I'm just 10. Double checking. Yes, just 10.
Yeah, I'm 8.
Okay. Then the
But
2 rat scorpions
I would
are...
like to spend a luck point
Do it. Do it.
to seize the initiative.
All right, go ahead.
Am I at medium distance?
Yes, you are at medium.
Okay, so I'm gonna minor action move up to the first one that
Okay.
doesn't have an action.
Okay.
And I'm going to punch it. All while Hugh is saying, "For the glory of Adam."
All right.
Okay, and I'm going to spend an AP just to make sure that I hit. And I don't.
You don't.
Do
you wanna luck that?
I'm gonna spend a luck. Sunken cost fallacy right here.
Oh, you rolled an 11. I was like, what changed? So,
Nothing, technically.
yeah. I guess
Adam's
technically you
glory
could
will
luck
not
one of
be
your other
brought.
die if you wanted to.
Just running out of luck.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta. Sunken cost fallacy all the way.
How to get your players to spend luck. There you
There we
go.
go.
There's your one success. All right. So, you are actually hitting it in the left leg, which, if you manage to do enough damage, would be funny because this thing would not be able to move at all.
Good. So now I roll the damage like that.
Okay. Do you have any luck remaining to reroll that 3?
I have 1 luck remaining.
I think you did okay.
I'll keep it as that.
Okay. Because the reason I ask is because you go in to punch its left leg, and it doesn't feel or sound or look like you've done much damage at all. It doesn't appear to really have been affected by your attack.
Did it take no damage?
It is stunned though.
It did take the 1, so it did take 1 damage, but it will be stunned for the time being. Which means...
That's all I got.
Yeah, I was going to say, which means, unless you have something else, we now have the Rad Scorpion. So the Rad Scorpion that just got attacked is going to attempt to use its tail to sting. I guess technically, Brother Hugh, you're within range, so you're going to get stung here. What is your defense?
So he lost his major action.
Oh, you're right.
From
You're right.
The
So he
injury,
can't.
and then he's also stunned.
Yes.
So I'd have to spend a lot of AP to get him to do anything. You know what? It gets rid of my AP. I'm going to spend 2 AP to give him a major action here. What is your defense, out of curiosity?
1.
1.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, you're good. So the sting comes down, so you punch it, and the Rad Scorpion tries to push through the stun effect and the debilitating injury, and its tail begins to shake, and then it stabs down at you, Brother Hugh. But you're able to easily dodge it away. It's still a slow attack, and it just hits the snow bank next to it, and the tail becomes lodged within the snow. The other Rad Scorpion, because it did just manage to take its own injury, is going to take 2 CD of persistent damage. So let me roll that real quick. Okay, apparently no persistent physical damage.
Good rolls for you.
Yeah.
There's a slap fight going on here.
Let me see. I don't think I have enough AP, because it did just get crit. Yeah, I don't have enough AP, unfortunately, for it to do anything. So it will turn to face you, Kate, but it will not be able to do anything on its turn, which means now is the professor's turn, if I remember correctly.
I am just going to quickly open up all my bags, take a look, make sure all my medical supplies are there, make sure everything's squared. These are rad scorpions. Likely my all my teammates will be poisoned or injured in this, and I will just like to use my major action to rally.
Okay. Potentially chance at some AP here.
Yes. Would you argue what would you say me going through my medical supplies would be to roll?
Why don't you do I think just a straight intelligence medicine would probably be the best here.
Okay. Medicine.
And if I recall correctly, rally is a difficulty 0, so free momentum, or free AP, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Complication, I might drop some stuff in the snow.
Also true. Well,
But I rolled nothing.
yeah, so takes you a little bit longer to go through your bag. You're like, wait a second, I didn't put that in that pocket. Why is it over here?
I start reorganizing everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, the good news is that Regina does have a combat rifle. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for her here. Oh, my lord, Regina. Holy crap, that is... Woo. All right, well, she hit, that's for sure. Let me
That 4 successes.
Yeah, let me just double-check the damage on the combat rifle, but I think it's significant. Combat rifle, how much are you? You are 5 physical. Fire rate 2 even. Ooh, boy. All right, well, that's going to be a total of 6 damage then, or 6 challenge dice. Okay, so good news, she hits the rat scorpion really well. The bad news is that the shot doesn't appear to do any damage. Good job, rat scorpions. Good job, rat scorpions. But yeah, unless you all want the Brahmin to come fight, I think we're going to go to the top of the initiative order back to Kate.
Get him, Bessie.
Get him. Yeah, have the 2 heads biting them from either side. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down. Okay, I'm gonna attack the one that's still able to move around.
The torso
Right,
one?
wasn't there one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move up and...
Anyone looking for a new nickname in chat? The torso one. That's a pretty good one.
Torso one.
Also sounds like a good band name.
Yeah.
2 successes. You get a AP back for your troubles. And yeah, wail. Oh my god, you hit it in the torso again. Wail on it. Wail on it hard.
Double injury torso.
Oh.
So, Kate, how would you like to describe this rat scorpion not becoming alive anymore?
I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, but you look really tasty. I'm gonna, actually this time flip the baseball bat to where it's pointing down and right into the torso.
Okay. And I'm going to say that you quite literally bifurcate the rat scorpion. It is no longer among the living.
Take
Nice.
a blunt object and stabbed it through something. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna look to see if there's some sort of imprint on the floor beneath it.
Well, there is bug guts and green goo on the snow beneath the rat scorpion, but nothing else. I mean, are you looking for anything in particular or just for flavor?
Just for flavor, I'm looking to see how powerful this attack was.
Let's just say that you hit it hard enough that it had a DR of 4 and you completely eviscerated it. So,
Nice.
yeah. All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
So it takes some minor action to move up to it, right?
Correct. To move up to
Space.
medium, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. And then to move over to the other one. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at this. Let's see. Yeah, I want to see that power fist in action.
Okay. Brother Hugh, do you want to seize the initiative again, or
No, I gotta save that luck for a rainy day
All
or
right.
snowy day.
Because the rat scorpion next to you is shaking off the sun effect, and instead of it stinging you, it will attempt to claw you. And you know what? I'll give it a third die. Why not? Oh my god! So it hits you, but there's a complication, which of course there is. Let's roll damage. Let me roll damage here.
Ping.
This is a level 7 rad scorpion. I just want to make this very clear to everyone. This is a level 7 rad scorpion. That
There's
is just,
2 of them.
There's 2 of them, and they're just getting wombo combo to death. So the claw comes in to obviously crunch down on your brother Hugh, but maybe the rad scorpion's heart isn't in it, or maybe the rad scorpion is just that feeling its injury. But it's like it's not even a pinch that you feel. It's just kind of a and you're like, is that it? Is that it?
It's just having an existential crisis over there, watching it. The one that it was just fighting with, now dead, and it's like, what was it for?
What was
What was it all for?
I would say the complication would be that it tries to run, but its left leg is gone, so it just kind of lurches to the side and starts doing like almost like a burnout circle in the snow as it tries to skitter away, but has no ability to move straight. Which now brings us to Brother Hugh's turn.
Okay. So as I've proven before, I need to spend some AP.
Mm-hmm.
You have a few.
So I'm going to spend 3 so that I get 2 extra dice.
Okay.
There we go.
That is 3 AP back for your troubles, good sir.
Mm-hmm. Almost like you didn't spend it.
And I'm going to spend 1 again to give me another die.
Okay. All right. Yeah, how do you want to unalive this rat scorpion?
So with it having turned and faced away, he was going to grab the tail and pull it so that it's like completely splayed out, and then take his fist over the top of it and then punch down right on where its spine would be.
Okay. So you'll hear a sickening crunch, and then you step back, and you're literally holding the tail of the rat scorpion, which I should qualify is about the size of you to begin with, so it's as tall as you are. And you're just like, oh, all right, cool. But yeah, with that, the rat scorpions are dead, so feel free to move about the cabin at your leisure.
Nice.
Hey,
All right.
Kate, have you ever butchered a rat scorpion before?
I mean, usually you just smash it to bits and scoop up whatever and make a nice stew. But you guys seem to be more civilized, so if anyone else has a better idea, I am open to it.
I will Flavor hand her a carving knife, because I don't think there's actually a carving knife in this game, and go, if you want, I'll talk you through how to cut proper meat on it. I just don't always tend to have the hands for it.
Yes, I would love to see.
All right, Kate, this is an endurance and a survival at a difficulty of 1. And this is for each rad scorpion, so you can either roll 2 at once, or you could just we'll do 1 at a time, entirely whichever one you prefer.
Okay. Yeah, let me just do all 4 right here.
Okay. All right, well, you get 1 AP back from that.
Oh, but this is the
That's
2.
both of them combined.
would-
Yeah, both.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Should know AP.
that's going to be 2 successes. That is butchery there. So now I need you to roll me 2 separate instances of 2 combat die.
Okay.
And I know that's a little weird, but this is because of the way they've got the butchery handled. Okay, so you get, off the first one, you get 1 rad scorpion meat, and the second one, you get another portion of rad scorpion meat. So a total of 2.
Nice. Hoping for a little more, but maybe we destroyed them a little bit too much.
Can I take a look at the Brahmin? Does it look like it's too far gone to get salvageable meat off of it?
I would say it's possible, but very difficult.
Do it.
Your call, Kate.
Oh, do it. Yeah.
All right. So, Kate, this is going to be a difficulty of 4 endurance survival.
Oof.
But if you succeed, you'll get some Brahmin meat and some uncommon materials for your troubles.
Okay, so obviously some AP here.
So before Kate starts, could I rally, or is that only combat?
Only in combat, I believe.
Only in combat, yeah. I mean, you can still say some encouraging words if you wanted to.
I would love that.
Do it. That's all you get.
Yeah. I'll accept it. Oh, okay. Maybe so if I spend 3 AP,
It gets you 2 more die.
2 more die. So hopefully. And then it would have to be, yeah, let me do that.
Well,
Ooh. I'm gonna spend a luck point. I'm gonna spend a luck point.
spending a luck point to reroll that 20. All right.
Alright.
3 12s, though. That's
Oh,
You rolled a 20 into a 20. I'm so proud of you.
that is, again, a 1 in 400 chance. Well done.
how many 1 in 400 chances
May
can we do?
I assist? Like I said, I was talking her through how to properly cut
That
meat.
is true.
Yeah, if you want to give me a intelligence survival on your part, Professor.
Only one die. I want to turn that into an 8 and roll.
There you go. You literally get an 8. All right. So you are able, as promised, you do get a portion of Brahmin meat and you get 2 uncommon materials. But the complication is going to be that, Kate, as you're butchering the Brahmin and as you hand off the meat to the professor, you see something moving within the carcass and you go to investigate. And then it's the scene out of Alien as a small little rad scorpion jumps and slams on your face and starts like pinching you and stabbing you with its little tail. It doesn't do any damage, but you literally have this small rad scorpion on your face now.
And she's gonna reel back in surprise, but then when she notices, she's gonna, oh, it's actually kind of cute. Hey guys, take a look at this. Can we keep him?
You're welcome to try to train that thing. I won't stop you.
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna eat it. This is my little pet, at least for now.
Okay, I have a very important question. What are you doing with it on your face? Are you taking it off your face or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off and just put it on my shoulder.
It jumps back on your face.
It loves me. All right, I'm just gonna like pat it on its little stinger back thing and just get ready to continue with my life.
I find this funny, so I'm going to roll it. I don't think it's going to matter, but you never know. Okay, yeah, it goes to sting you. It does no damage.
I think it gave me a little kiss in its own little language.
To be clear, everybody else looking at this, Kate is being attacked by a small rad scorpion. It doesn't seem to give a single shit. Not a single one.
Look, man, more power to her.
This is fantastic.
I think Linda walks up to Brother Hugh and the professor and goes, so, is that normal? Because she does know that there's a rad scorpion on her face, yeah?
I assume she notices. I think she said she was going to try to make it her pet. I'm not going to stop her.
All right, well, if it starts attacking the Brahmin, we're going to have to put it down. I just want to make that clear.
I turn to her ear, put my mouth so Kate can't see what I'm saying. I'll help you with that.
All right, well, Kate, can you still navigate with that thing on your face?
If anything, I might be a little better.
Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to question that one. All right, let's get moving, everybody. And, yeah, 12 hours later, as the sun is beginning to set, all of you are going to be at the tired state in terms of sleep. You will be hydrated. Actually, no, I think you're thirsty at this point, and you're also peckish in terms of hunger. But the good news is that you do arrive at what appears to be, at first glance, a large junkyard. But as you approach this junkyard, Linda takes the lead and goes, all right, I know this looks like a place that we can loot for stuff, but that's part of the thing. You know, it's actually a facade. And she walks up to the fenced entrance of the junkyard, and she goes over to what looks to be this metal drum or a metal barrel that has been, one of the ends has been cut off of it. And she takes just a chunk of metal, maybe a broken wrench or a broken tool of some sort, and she does a pattern of bangs on this metal drum. And then right before your eyes, the junk pile, the main one, actually begins to rumble and splits down the middle to reveal that there's actually a entire settlement hidden within the junk pile itself, almost like a natural cave that has been covered with junk. And inside, you see an explosions of color. You're seeing vibrant blues and greens and reds and purples and pinks. You're seeing grand marble statues and other fine works of art. But as you all look at this, Linda smiles and turns to you and goes, well, I told you we'd get here, everybody. Welcome to Beatsville, home of every artist that still survives in this godforsaken wasteland.
I'm just gonna say, holy shit, at the site we just saw. I mean, literally, this is junk, and is this a religious moment for you, Professor? Because this is literally junk, just on a higher level.
The face that the professor currently has right now is something of complete joy and awe, and also frustration, because internally he's thinking, this junk could be used to make so much things to help us survive. Yet the education part of him is also like, this is incredible. This is beautiful. These belong in a museum. And he does not know which side of that spectrum to go, and he's just speechless. Just staring at it all.
I think we're all speechless. Unless he was used to seeing things of this sort.
The lights and the glowingness. Hugh looks at this and does a solemn nod and says, "This is clearly a sign from Adam."
Well, whether it's a sign or not, I'm going to make good on my promise. And Linda rummages in her wallet and does hand each of you 20 additional caps apiece.
Yay.
And as she starts to starts to motion for the others to lead the Brahmin into the settlement, she says, "Now, I'm not going to be going anywhere for a couple of days, but if you want to carry on with me, my next stop is going to be Good Neighbor. If you want to come with me to Good Neighbor, can't pay you as much, obviously, but I could give you another 10 caps, maybe, if that sounds amenable."
I love Good Neighbor. I've only been there maybe once or twice, but I mean, do you guys want to see Good Neighbor? It's kind of like a little different from the type of people you're used to, maybe. Something in between the, me and you.
I have, like I said before, I've avoided majority of the actual Boston area, so this is all new to me, and I will happily go somewhere if you feel like we should.
You. How are you feeling?
I go where Adam leads me. That's Good Neighbor, then sure.
And it sounds like we might have a day or two to consider it as well.
That's true. I will say it's full of great people, just, some of the best people you can be around.
Well, if you need me, I'm going to be stationed at the inn in town, assuming they've got it in. They've got to have it. Well, hold on. She points, and if you see where she's pointing, as I give you all access to the Beatsville shops, you do
Shops
indeed
here.
see that there is a tavern, literally named Tom's Tavern, that looks like an inn of some sort. She says, "Probably going to be holed up there for the couple of days as I recuperate, but yeah, enjoy Beatsville. And try not to make any enemies while we're here, because I would like to make this a regular stop on my convoy."
If we do, we will promise we have no idea who you are.
"Who are you again?" She winks.
Exactly.
Where am
We'll
I?
only make enemies with those who have no value. How's that?
Fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, with that, I think we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break. We'll be back shortly, everybody. Stick around. And welcome back to part 2 of episode 5 of Fallout Frozen Atom. If you're just joining us, the players have journeyed to the artist village, artist settlement of Beatsville, and have received a generally warm welcome, all things considered. The few people that are at the gates that kind of look at you and make quick conversation as you pass by, you get the sense that they don't really get visitors here in Beatsville, but as long as you aren't going to share the secret of where Beatsville is, they pretty much tell you that you're welcome to enjoy the settlement's safety, warmth, art, food, and water, as long as you've got the caps to afford it. I will note, though, that the moment everybody in the convoy and all of you have come through, the gate, as such as it is, does close behind you. So you are now within the catacombs or within a cave network that is, once again, subterranean. But as you all kind of look around, I will point out 2 major stops. The first is Tom's Tavern. Again, that inn that Linda pointed out that's probably going to be where she's staying. And then you also see what could be a hunting lodge, standard sort of dark woods, animal bone trophies above the entrance, and a sign that looks like literally painted with blood, and that is its name as well, Paint with Blood. There are other shops, and there are other bits and NPCs you can talk to, but what I would say is that Paint with Blood and Tom's Tavern are going to jump at you the most. The others looked as they only sell like artist supplies like paint and canvas and things of that nature, whereas these two actually looked like they might have things you could use, if that makes any sense.
Definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, you are now within Beatsville. The settlement is your oyster. Where would you like to go?
What time of day is it?
It is probably about 6 p.m. So I actually need to
Things are
fix
closing
Tom
soon.
Tavern's time because it says it closes at 6. So let's fix that. Let's fix that.
Probably open.
You stole my joke.
All right, there we go. We have fixed Tom's Tavern. It is now open until 11 p.m.
What about Paint with Blood? It's been closed for an hour now.
Hey, it's late enough at night. Let's just go get something to eat. It's been a long day out in the cold. We need somewhere to eat.
Oh, 10 p.m.
Somewhere to
That's
sleep. Oh, hey, he's painting over a sign. He's not open later.
Yeah, more blood. Adjusting the time.
I'm a jackass.
So I
Yeah.
can tell what time of day it is. We just we just locked down. I guess we were just out there, but
Yeah.
I just know exactly what time it is no matter where I am.
So
Where to
yeah, I think
first?
we're heading to Tom's Tavern
All right.
to look for a bed for the night.
All right. So Tom's Tavern is made out of what appears to be some form of stone or concrete that has been carved to look like a series of Corinthian columns and kind of a Baroque or a Gothic feel where there's not quite gargoyles, but it looks like miniature Deathclaw on the edges of the building. And there's also like little carved inlays and symbols that you have no idea what they means, but if anybody speaks French in character, I could tell you what it means. I don't think anybody does speak French, so...
If you want, I will do an intelligence check just to see if I know it.
Sure, you know what? Why not?
You can spend a luck narrative
Oh, my luck
declaration.
points are back.
Your luck points are back. Do you want
Clayman
to
speaks French.
spend the luck?
Nah, I like the idea of... I think there was a check in Fallout New Vegas where it's just a straight intelligence 8 or 9 check where it was just you randomly knew a language that no one should know because it's a dead language and you speak it more fluently than the Legion.
Let's just do a straight int then. You might have to roll it manually, but
Yeah.
the difficulty on this will be a 2. And if chat wants to redeem a wild wasteland, there might even be more fun for you.
Are you baiting them into deeming?
I am baiting them to spend their channel points, yes.
Do it. Straight luck. 0. Do I want to spend the AP for the extra die?
You do have 2.
Why not? Straight intelligence check. Nope.
No
I do not
successes.
speak it.
So you don't speak whatever the language is. Out of character, it's French. But you at least recognize that it uses the Roman alphabet, so you know that much. But yeah. The interior of the tavern, though, as you kind of walk inside, it is a stark difference between what the Dugout Inn was in Diamond City and what Beatsville has to offer. In fact, you're pretty sure that if you were not aware of the fact that you walked in here, you'd think you'd be dreaming because the couches are immaculate, the chairs, the bar, everything. It's kind of like a classical pre-war in this setting bar where everything has been kept up to date, everything's been maintained, it looks pristine, and you see that there's all manner of patrons inside, ghouls, humans, survivors, wastelanders, whatever. But interestingly, in the very back of the inn, you see someone very large and wearing a large sort of canvas cloak. They seem to be keeping to themselves, but we're talking super mutant sized, if not larger. But you can't really make out what they are without going over to investigate. But as you walk in, the bartender, a very jovial, well-built, muscular man, He says, friends, new friends, welcome to Tom's Tavern. What can I be getting you? Would you like some beverage, some food, place to rest? I have exactly whatever it is that you are requiring.
Exactly.
What is it that the professor desires?
You got a book on whatever language that is, so I can spend time reading it?
Well, I believe I do have a magazine that is in same language. One moment. And he goes below the bar, and I'll give you this Wasteland for free because it's just a funny one to me. He comes back out, and he hands you a magazine. And are you ready for this magazine's title?
Yes.
Oh, and chat, I'm not making this up. This is a Wild Wasteland encounter I wrote years ago. But the players find a copy of, I just got isekai to the Wasteland, and now I'm a super mutant that can understand everything. That is the title of the magazine. And it's literally got like an anime-style super mutant on it. And it's like talking to a Deathclaw. So, you now have that magazine. Have fun with that.
I am going to read this way too many times. See if I can actually learn anything from it.
But you said it was in the same language as the French?
I'll figure it out
No, but it
eventually.
does have some French passages.
Oh, okay. Because that would be really wild if it was a anime magazine written in French.
Listen, we're an equal opportunity manga person here.
Sugoi.
Have an AP. Why not?
I now have to add an item that doesn't exist in the game to my charts.
Here, I'll even screenshot it and put it in Discord because
Please do.
Lovely. Wait, is there actual art to this?
No, I probably should have gotten art made for this because it's such a great item. But no, this was just me one day sitting down like, what can I do to give the players? Oh, I know what I can do. But no, if I remember correctly, the way magazines work is that if you sleep with the magazine as you level up, you get the ability to take the extra perk. I think that's how it works.
I've
Sleep
never
with the
actually found
magazine.
one before.
You know what? I probably should have actually done research on this instead of funny jokes, but let's see if we can find the answer real quick.
Well, at least you should buy the magazine dinner first.
Interesting. Oh, it only says temporary perk to...
Ignore the temporary.
Okay. Interesting. I actually, in character, think this is incredible. I would love to be able to speak any spoken language to me.
Let me see. Okay, here we go. When you read a magazine, it grants a temporary perk, a bonus which applies once, normally on a single skill test, single attack, or other distinct situation. If you have the comprehension perk, you have a chance to use the benefit again. Once you use the temporary perk, you may choose to learn it permanently when you next level up. Otherwise, you forget it and must find another copy of that magazine to remind yourself of the perk. So that's... Okay, so now I understand what past me meant by temporary. So yes, the temporary perk is you would be able to understand a foreign language of your choosing, but the moment you choose to use it, you forget.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to use it on the level up, then you can make it permanent.
Oh, interesting. So I can use it temporary, or I can take it as a perk.
I think the rules is written the way, at least the way I'm reading it, is you have to use the benefit at least once before you have the chance to learn it permanently on the next level up.
Okay.
So if you
I've
literally
learned
want to
something
read this
new.
thing, then go back outside and read the French. I would count that as your use for this level.
Okay, and then at a later level, I could take the perk again. as
Yes,
a
so the
permanent.
next level up you could
It
choose
has to be
have...
my next, though?
Yes, it has to be your next.
Mm-hmm.
I see the issue. I want to take Scrapper next level.
Mm-hmm.
We are in desperate need of items as much as in character. I want to be able to read everything. I think for
Maybe
the
you
benefit of the group, I need to hold off on this.
Oh, I mean, maybe there's a bunch of junk on the top side of this. Maybe you can. They're not gonna notice a couple pieces
They
here
will.
and there.
I would, so they would.
Well, you're kind of a special case.
Oh, no, I'm not. Trust me.
I look
However-
forward to the day this magazine is read.
Well, you
I
may
will-
have the magazine on the house. Consider it a gift for coming to Beatsville. But you
I
look
love the
tired, you look
magazine.
hungry, you look thirsty. Would you like beverage, food, place to sleep?
I think all of the above.
Yes,
You probably
all of
best
the
at
above.
this.
Yes.
Very good, very good. And he literally pulls out like a dry erase board style menu and hands it to you. And you now may shop freely from Tom's Tavern. So, for those who aren't able to see Foundry, Tom's Tavern has a wide variety of foods. They have blood bug steak, they got Brahmin milk, they got grilled ragstag, they've got iguana bits, they've got a few things in Nuka-Cola, they have some purified water, they have some rum, they also have some tarberries, which if you got enough tarberries, you potentially could make tarberry juice, which is kind of a big deal.
Yes.
Tell me, good sir,
Well, call me
Do you
Tom.
get very
Everyone calls me
many-
Tom.
Tom, do you get many outsiders coming to the settlement to trade with?
Oh, not at all. In fact, you are our most recent caravan since winter began.
Well, how would you feel if I were to pass along a good word about Tom's Tavern and maybe drum up some future business for you?
I understand what you are saying, but we have saying in Beatsville that it is better to go unnoticed than for to have notoriety, if that makes any sense. Why I understand you are wishing to aid me, I fear that if you go and advertise me too much, we might have the wrong kind of visitors to the settlement, if that makes sense.
Good point. Well, is there any supplies or anything like that that you're looking for?
Well, let me think. Would you happen to have any bourbon by chance? We used our last bottles the other day.
I have one bourbon here. I'm very attached to it. How bad do you want it?
Well, I'm willing to pay you a nominal fee, perhaps twice normal value of bourbon.
What do you think?
Perhaps
what?
we could do twice the normal value of bourbon and something like a 5% discount on anything that we buy.
Barter.
That's what I was building towards, but
Charisma barter, and it's opposed. All right, interesting.
I'm going to spend an AP.
This title is so long.
I'm not even gonna roll. Well, I guess I'll roll for the chance we have a 1 in 400 chance here, but you never know. All right. Yeah, he doesn't get it. So he's like, you know what? You seem like good people. I will give you double price of bourbon and 10% discount. How does that sound?
I believe that's quite agreeable.
Then I hand over the bourbon.
I hand one more.
All right, so by my reckoning, bourbon is, what is it, 7? So you're going to get 14 back for your troubles.
Plus 10%.
Plus 15.
Well,
Let's just be nice and say 15.
Okay.
And then I've adjusted his prices in his handout, so all of those should reflect your new discount.
Okay.
Hey.
So we should definitely buy the tar berries. Buy those real quick.
Yes.
What is everyone else looking at?
I say we buy all of the. Sorry, I'm still typing up this item that has a really long name that someone made as a comic.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like in the corner taking an age, just like furiously writing in your little journal there.
You say buy up all the Nuka-Cola, is that what you're saying, or purified water?
I was
I
gonna
feel
say,
like those are both pretty good options.
items. There we go. I'm now in the right spot. Both sound good. We should probably also buy some of the iguana bits just because they're cheap potential food for us.
Does Nuka-Cola also count towards hydrating you?
It does.
And you get a cap.
You know what? I say instead of the purified water or the Nuka-Cola, we buy all the Brahmin milk because that heals us. from radiation.
Kills rats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's very important.
And it's cheaper.
But Nuka Cola gives us 1 cap back and AP.
Yep.
A little bit of both.
Because
Maybe combine 'em?
I can eat your guys' rad.
Only 1 per scene, though. So if we roll horrid,
We are what?
we roll really bad, he can only eat 1 of our radiation. per
Okay, I thought
scene.
you said something
But
else.
then you can have Adam's glow.
That is true. I do already have a little bit of Adam's glow in me.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phrasing?
don't worry about.
Are we still doing that?
doing that? I like.
Fed the android bishop to. I don't remember exactly what it is. All right, so here's what I think that we should do. We should buy probably like 3 Brahmin milk and 2 Nuka Cola.
I mean, yeah.
And then I'll purchase all of the iguana bits because we need those.
Yeah, and the 15 caps, was that total from... Is that
That
like
was-
a total group?
Nope, that's per
Oh.
bourbon.
Yeah. So we
Per,
gave him
okay,
2.
so 2. So 30. Should we just split it 10 each?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just going to give it all to Hugh. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
that's
20 more caps on your person instead of the 10 more for the Berman.
Oops. I almost did that wrong.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm saving up for those weapons.
The DM is. I want to be gifted one by RNG, not bought my weapons. I may go way too long without a weapon.
I was to say your desire sensor has been noted.
It has. I've noticed. You
Ooh.
keep putting interesting weapons in vendors.
Railway rifle. I just say it for no particular reason.
Okay, so I have 41 caps left. You have Hugh. How many? What's your left after buying all this food for us?
I just bought some Brahmin milk, so that changes. I'm at 55 caps.
Okay. I could give you, because we're good on food now, because you bought 6 of those things. That will, because that's cooked food. That will get us a full, basically almost a full day of food besides breakfast. Then we need to figure out a couple of days of drink. We currently have not that with only 3 Brahmin, so we definitely need more to drink.
Yeah, I could buy some more.
I will buy myself 1 thing. I guess I'll buy myself a Brahmin's milk.
I'll take the other. It's pretty
Uh,
tasty. Need another.
I will give my last 20 caps to Hugh. So you get 20 more caps for yourself, Hugh. And you can spend that 20 caps how you please.
Good sir.
So as you do a bit of haggling and transactioning, you know, getting milk, getting food, and all that lovely stuff. The rooms here at Tom's Tavern, they're very cheap. It is only 5 caps a head, so between the 3 of you, you're only going to have to spend about 15 caps for a nice warm bed and all that. But as you're sort of gathering supplies and, you know, squirreling the way, Tom sort of looks you over and goes, ma'am, this may seem very obvious question, but you are aware you have a rag scorpion on your face, yes?
Oh, of course. Oh,
Okay, I
yes.
just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that and I was not imagining it.
You think
Oh,
we
no.
didn't try to tell her that?
Well, is this like some kind of extended gag? Because if it is, I wish to understand how this happened.
You think this rat scorpion's a joke? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe?
Well, good sir. Tom, this is no joke. This is the real deal right here.
I can see that it is pinching and stinging you, but you make no motion that it hurts or anything of that nature. You must be a very hardy person.
No, those are just kisses. He loves me. Or
I
she.
think it
We haven't
wants
really
to
checked.
eat you.
Nah.
Look, jokes have to have punchlines. If anything, this one has a pinch line.
And Hugh
I
knows a
see
lot
what
about
you are
punches.
doing there. I see what you are doing. Well, as long as face-eating rad scorpion does not bother other guests, I guess you can keep it here.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, I do have a question about the town since we're kind of new to here.
Yes, go ahead.
Do you have public crafting stations?
Oh, yes, in fact, we have every single kind of workbench you could ever hope to imagine.
What do I need to do to call this place home?
Well, you must contribute a piece of art, and you must contribute something positive to the settlement at large.
Have I not done that already? With this rat scorpion here?
No, Red Scorpion does not count as contribution, unfortunately.
Hey, guys, maybe you can do some sort of performance piece with this.
Well, if there's any things you guys need repaired, touched up, just let me know. I like to tinker with the old world stuff.
Professor, give me a charisma and science, please.
Uh-oh.
Difficulty of... let's make it a 2.
You want to hear a line? I say a lot.
Uh-huh. Luck.
I'm gonna spend a luck.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I spent the 15 caps for us to stay.
Okay. Thank
Oh.
you. And yeah, again, for anybody who's not understanding how quick and easy shopping is with this mod, seriously, if you use Monk's Enhanced Journal for Foundry, makes your life a hell of a lot easier. Hell of a lot easier.
You
Oh, yeah,
said
I can tell.
charisma and science.
Yep, charisma and science, difficulty 2.
It is tagged. Do I give you the AP?
You know you want to.
I will give you 1 AP to roll 1 extra die.
Alright. Alright, well, that is 4 successes with a complication. Do you wish to
will
reroll that complication?
Spend the luck point.
Oh my lord, 6 successes. So you get 4 AP back for your troubles. And Tom says, no, you know, now that you mention it, our water purifier has been on Fritz recently. We once had a Children of Adam come through and they spent night, but let's just say we caught them messing with purifier and they were, shall we say, dealt with.
I nudge Hugh. Go, sounds kind of familiar.
Were they by chance from the sect called the Last Son of Adam?
Well, yes, if that is something they were saying as we were beating them to death, but yes.
So you did kill them?
Oh, yes, we cannot have Church of Adam know where this is located. We are very secretive.
That's also fair. And you killed all of them, I hope, then, correct?
Well, it was just one saboteur. Supposedly was saying something about how we needed to accept Adam's glow and about how this water purifier was an act of heresy, and that they would bring their companions here to spread Adam's glow further. And you have to understand, again, we're a very reclusive society here. We could not let them leave.
Janie's nowhere near us, correct?
Yeah, Janie is somewhere else. She's in the settlement somewhere, but she is somewhere else.
Okay. Just making sure she's not eavesdropping.
Well, the glow of Adam should be spread, but it should only be spread willingly.
I must, so you are a follower of Adam then?
Yes, I am a true believer.
Oh, I see. Well, as long as you are not breaking water purifier or making trouble for other guests, I have no issue with this.
You will not see any trouble from me.
Anyone I need to talk to get started on this, or just walk up to it and people just know what I'm doing?
Oh, hold on. I believe I have something below bar. And he dips below the bar again, and he pulls out a he pulls out
Another
a hard
magazine?
hat, and he pulls out a reflective construction vest, And he hands it to you and goes, well, you'll only be wearing that. We follow very, very strict workplace hazard regiment here. So people will recognize if you wear hard hat and reflective clothing that you are here to work for town.
Do you have elbow pads and knee pads as well?
I do, yes. Do you think it's necessary?
Well, I don't know what the working condition looks like. I don't know if I don't know how long I'll need to take to repair it, stuff like that. I might be on my knees for a while. Maybe I have to get up on top of it and I fall. Just precaution.
You know, this is a very good point. Here you go. He reaches down and pulls out padded knee. I forget what they're called, but the shoulders or the elbow and knee pads, whatever.
Yeah, like the ones.
Called.
I assume the actual bigger ones were actually are designed to like be on for long periods of time,
right?
Not just biker ones. Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah. Now you are going to have to return these. I should make clear. You are going to have to return these to Tom at some point, but as long as you're working, you can have them.
Anything else of potential repair needs in town that I?
Well, besides water purifier, I don't know if this would count as fixing anything, but you'll see paint with blood across street?
Yes.
Well, the famous hunter Emist Herningway is wanting to find and perhaps capture or kill the legendary White Deathclaw. So if you wish to be helping him with that, that might also satisfy requirements for being able to stay here.
Out of curiosity, this White Deathclaw just isn't an Assaultron wearing a fake Deathclaw head, correct?
As far as I'm aware, no. The way that Emist keeps saying in his stories, this is very large White Deathclaw that stalks around the environment, blends in with snow, and it's one of those things where he has very tall tale of where he was walking back to the town, and then he felt warm air on the back of his neck, and he turned and he saw this Deathclaw the size of a skyscraper looking down at him. Of course, I know that can't be true. Deathclaw can't get that big. Can they?
I haven't seen it, and I'm going to keep hoping that that's the case.
It's very unlikely that a Deathclaw the size of a skyscraper would be so easily hidden.
Also, the weight of its muscle on that bone density, like, it shouldn't even be able to stand at that size.
I will take your word for it.
But if it can, that is a problem. I just go back to taking notes.
Hey, you know, this person you saw who was attacking the purifiers, or all your stuff, what did they look like?
Well, they were wearing some robes. They had on a little symbol of their faith, and they had no hair on their head. They were completely bald.
Now, you mentioned a robe. What did you think of it compared to my robe here? Which one do you think looks better?
Well, yours is immaculate. In fact, I'm sure there would be many artists within settlement that would want to pay pretty penny for that robe. But, no, this was very plain robe on this Child of Atom. Very, very plain.
Ah, nice. Mine's better.
Maybe some people would want to draw you in that lovely, glowing
Ooh. I could be a
piece of art.
muse.
Maybe you'll be one of the statues out here one day. That you would
sounds
you would
ominous.
bring something to this town.
Be a statue. Oh, I thought you meant like I would be turned into a statue
No, they make
somehow,
a statue
plastered
out of you.
or some sort. I'm very glad to find out that is not what you meant.
That is not at all what I meant. I turn back to him. Probably won't start on the purifier till tomorrow. It's late enough at night. I like having a. Actually, I guess it is probably covered. I assume it's under here in the cave system, so it might have enough light where I can look at it. But I might take
if you
some
actually
time.
look at hard hat, it has small flashlight built into it.
I hold it and start flicking it on and off. Oh, hey, that's pretty bright too. Huh. Still, might be time consuming. I'll start on it tomorrow for you guys.
Very good, very good. Well, if you're requiring of anything else, again, my name is Tom, and it has been a pleasure serving you. And again, welcome to Beatsville.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Been a pleasure meeting you.
You as well.
No, the pleasure is mine.
Oh my god, are we doing this thing where it's like, no you, no you, no you?
I hope so.
All right. Well, do you want to accomplish anything before you hit the bed for the evening?
Honestly, I kind of want to get a little look around and see, I don't know, to see if we see any interesting people.
Well, we've seen one so far. I'm going
One.
to call him Caesar because I don't have an actual name for him yet, but the super mutant that's at the bar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
forgot all about him.
You guys
Potential.
forgot about
Super
the.
mutant.
Super mutant. We don't know
In a
what he is.
Coat.
I'm pretty sure
Large.
he actually said super mutant and large. I assume
Sick.
I envisioned it as a super mutant in a tunic. Giant
tunic?
white. Yeah, giant white tunic.
He's also got a cloak on, so again, you can't see his face or his hands or anything. It's all covered at the moment, but he is very large.
Could also just be 3 rat roaches in a trench coat.
Yep, you've cracked the code. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
Is it actually?
No.
It's like, you already spent the Wild Wasteland for the day.
Be funny, though.
Is he still sitting over by the bars after all of the shopping and everything?
Yeah, he's still just chilling in the back, not really saying or doing anything, just kind of... At least the hood is facing the rest of the bar, but again, you can't see anything underneath the hood because of the lighting.
He will wander over towards him, say,
Okay.
"How do you do, good sir?"
They don't say anything, but with one of their sleeved hands, they kind of motion at the seat across from them at the table.
Thank you. And he will take a seat.
All right. Hugh, if you can roll me a... God, what would this be? I guess an intelligence and a survival here. Difficulty of
God.
1.
My specialties.
Don't worry, Mukis. We'll get to you in a moment, because there's definitely going to be encounters for
Intelligence,
you.
survival. It's not too bad.
Well, it's only a difficulty of 1.
So I changed that to my intelligence stat if it says
Yes.
otherwise. I'm gonna spend a
Spend an AP.
wrong way. Spend an AP.
All right. Would you like the luck back? Because that's 0 successes.
Yeah. Gotta.
Would you like to spend another luck point?
Yes. Oh my.
Would you like to
All
spend
right.
another?
Yeah, I was gonna say
No,
technically.
I
you could-
wouldn't. I wouldn't like to spend another luck point.
Okay. All right. Well,
The reroll.
how many times can we say reroll?
For me, a lot.
Yeah. So I think you just sit down across from this individual, whatever they are, and you can't really pick up a distinct scent. You can't pick up a distinct facial structure underneath that hood. They are very... How do I say this? Very much brooding man in back of bar that you can't really make heads or tail of.
Classic.
But they did invite you to sit down, so small positive.
Hmm?
Nice
So what
try.
brings you here?
That depends on who's asking.
My name is Brother Hugh. What is yours?
Well, there are those that call me Bob.
A pleasure to meet you, Bob.
Likewise, but I noticed that you are new within the settlement here.
That is correct.
Most people, they see my size and they leave me alone, which I must commend you. I haven't had anyone speak to me since I arrived here today. It's been quite boring.
Well, I'm not deterred by someone's size. I like to speak to all, spread Adam's glory, if for those who are willing to listen.
You say you're a follower of Adam. You're not with the son of Adam, are you?
No, in fact, the more I've heard of them, the less I agree with their practices.
Well then, speaking of people that are perhaps unsavory. Do you know about Emist over at Paint with Blood?
I've heard of him in passing. He's trying to hunt a deathclaw here.
A white one, if I believe correctly.
If the rumors are true.
And Bob very carefully lifts his hood just enough for the robe to come up. There's an albino deathclaw underneath that robe. And then he puts the robe back down so he's hidden. I think you can see the problem that we both have.
I don't believe that I can see the problem.
Do I need to lift the cloak again, or...?
Oh, I was being tongue-in-cheek, as they say.
Oh, I see. It's been a while since everyone has attempted humor with me. I'm bad at it.
I'm trying myself. Many people boo my attempts.
I see. But, let's just say that, if you're able to make Emist calm down with his blood crusade, I am willing to provide you my services.
What services do you provide exactly?
Protection, mostly.
Like as a traveling companion, or?
Indeed, yes. As long as you, are willing to pay my fee. Well, I guess if you handle the Emist thing, I'll waive my first, 3 days of fee, if that sounds amenable to you.
While a, gentleman such as yourself would be favorable on our side, Adam has sought fit to provide other companions for me that seem to be quite skilled in their own right. There's something else you could offer us?
Well, let me see. If you need anything in the terms of hunting, I'm good at that. If you need anything picked apart, I'm very good at that. And if you'll believe it, I'm also very good at hacking, though it takes me a little bit to do. Yeah, you're right, Professor. It's literally just Deathclaw, like, eh.
I've heard rumors of intelligent Deathclaws, but how did you gain your elevated sense of sentience?
I simply was born this way. Started out in Sierra Nevada and sort of traveled across until I arrived here at the Commonwealth.
What is your thoughts on possibly training me in your hand-to-hand arts?
I believe we could come to an arrangement.
This seems to be a much more agreeable sense, because I wouldn't want to put you out and have you at my beck and call, and I definitely don't want you hurt, but I think that we could work out something for that.
Very good, very good. Tom, can you bring over a small glass of rum if you have any? Yes, my friend, I will bring over rum just in a moment. And, as that happens, let's go to Muki's and Raging Kate for a moment. So, Kate, you said you were heading out into the main part of the city with the professor by yourself? Question mark.
Yeah, I would like to go out and take a look. I don't know if the professor followed me, but...
Your call. If you invited me, I would have came.
Okay. I mean, yes. I invited you.
Then I am with her.
Kate, as you're walking around, you do notice that the more people you pass, the more like do that meme where they're walking along with a friend and they turn back to look at you and the friend goes, "Poor Kay." But you are definitely turning heads with your resplendent prismatic cloak, and eventually it gets to the point where one of the artists, kind of with messy hair and a little bit of paint splotches on his face, kind of comes up to you and goes, "Miss, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you are absolutely can I maybe do a sketch of you in that coat?"
of course, and I strike a fantastic pose that really shows off all the different angles.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Go through. Okay, brought my pen. Okay. He kind of does that thing where he holds up his pen and he does the thumb thing to get his angle, and he starts sketching. And then moments later, another person comes over with a canvas and puts it down into the ground and starts painting. And then
Draw me
another
like
artist.
one of your French girls.
Within
Hey,
about
speak French here.
Within about 5 to 10 minutes, you just have like a literal circle of artists either sketching or painting or making stories or trying to compose music. And, it's just, I don't know if Kate's ever modeled before, but this might be the most social attention she's ever had since leaving the
Nice.
Raiders.
Every 5 minutes, I will strike a new pose.
And you get to thunder so like, ooh, get this angle. Yes, do that again. And, as that's all happening, what are you doing, Professor, as Kate is apparently acting as a muse to many artists?
I'm just sitting crisscross applesauce in the dirt and letting her enjoy her lovely time. I'm just here for backup if things turn to worse.
So, after about maybe 30 minutes, the artists all finish up and begin to disperse. But for your troubles, Kate, each of them does contribute a sum of 10 caps, which means you now have a grand total of 70 caps.
Ooh.
Damn.
Whoa. All right. I will hold into for now, but I will divvy it up once this whole thing is. We're all back together.
I walk up, put my hand on her shoulder. No, you earned that. Keep that. Find yourself something beautiful.
Ooh, more beautiful than this. This gorgeous robe here. This coat.
I don't know if you will find anything, but knowing you, I think you will find something that's more your style of beautiful to get.
Perhaps some devastating looking weapon. That's beautiful to me. I
That's
also
what
want
you
to take note and just add that the rat scorpion was on my shoulder the whole time and maybe
yeah.
go into different positions on, posing as well.
Easily done. I love it. In
Also,
fact, that just adds to the mystique and the charm. It's like, ooh, rat scorpion. How's she controlling it? I don't know.
it's still like trying to kiss me.
Every once in a while, yeah.
Classic. But yeah, anything else you all want to accomplish before the day is done?
I mean, I'm tuckered from all that posing.
I guess I would just like to tour the rest of the town with Kate, just so I can get my bearings of like where the purifier is, maybe just any lovely pieces of art in town of note just to look at. Just I want to take the place in.
So as promised, you do find that there are public workbenches of all variety, even power armor variety. There are statues of variety of wasteland critters, including some critters from the west. You do see that there are some paintings that resemble some form of impressionist art. At least you think so. That or they're just that terrible at painting, but who knows? But what probably really catches your eye is the purifier itself. It is built on the edge of an underground lake, and this underground lake actually extends far enough that the lights from the shore don't reveal the other side. So this is a very far, very deep underground lake.
Can I just take my bearings, just kind of understand what I'm getting myself into tomorrow?
Go ahead and roll me a perception and a science here. Difficulty of 2.
I think this is worth it, so I'm going to spend a luck.
Okay.
Because I want to know kind of what I have to do.
Okay.
You said perception and what?
Science.
Science. Uh-oh. There we go. Now it's working. I will also spend the AP. Oh, wait. I already have high intelligence skills. Why did I spend the luck? I won't spend the luck. I'll just spend the AP.
Fair enough.
I'm a strong... Yeah, I'm good at my job.
Three successes, meaning you get an AP back. And yeah, Basically, what you can tell, it just kind of looks like someone went up to the control panel and either kind of power fisted it or deathclaw gauntleted it or just otherwise tried to destroy the control panel. It looks like just a simple rewiring and a routing of some circuitry, and you should be fine. But it's definitely an amateur's level sabotage is how I would qualify it.
Since I have a good look at it, what would the difficulty be on this, just out of curiosity?
If you want it to be a permanent fix, only a difficulty of 2.
And that would be repair?
Yes.
About how long would it take to do it?
As long as you contribute some junk, I'd probably say hour, 2 hours.
That's actually not that long. Interesting.
Like I said, it was a very amateur sabotage job.
What would the material cost be on this?
That's what I'm kind of debating in my head. I would say this is probably either going to be an uncommon material or I think it's 3 junk is the equivalent. Remembering that right?
I'm going to just go for it now since it's not as bad as I think it is.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
I'm going to spend the uncommon. Then I'm going to... I have this handy little thing called a multi-tool, which makes my repair test down 1. So that is actually difficulty 1 for me. And my repair skill is tagged with a 3.
Well, you get the one you need. And sure enough, you have to rewire everything. The purifier, it was kind of sputtering before, but then as you kick it into full gear, it kind of now has a steady thrum. And a few people is passing by and goes, "Oh, did you see that? The new guy fixed the water purifier. Wasn't that nice of him? Hey, thanks, new guy."
I turn around, give him a thumbs up. I panic, realize my outfit's not on, and I quickly throw it on.
Very nice. Good save. All right. So, as you all wind back and you find your way back to Tom's Tavern, you're starting to filter up to your rooms, starting to find the, head to the pillow. But as you do, Linda actually kind of confronts you all in the hallway and goes, we have a problem.
Do tell.
Well, you remember Janie, right?
I was worried you were going to bring up that name, yes.
Yeah, I can't find her. I don't know where she is, and I've asked around, and apparently someone saw Janie sneaking off into the wilderness.
It's quite unfortunate.
How long ago?
About an hour ago, if the guard at the gate was correct, but I don't think I need to tell you how bad idea that is if Janie starts talking about this place.
I vote, as much as we're tired, we deal with this right now.
It is unfortunate, but I agree.
Especially since I just fixed something that some other people broke. I get a little upset. But no. Kate, would you agree we go take care of this right now?
You know what? I'm a little tired, but let's go for it. Let's do this. We're getting a lot done here. We're making a lot of caps too, so yeah.
We don't want the town to know about this one.
That's true.
We'll head out now.
Okay. So just a note, all of you are going to be operating with 1 fatigue on this, so do keep that in mind when it comes to any difficulty or skill increases. Just keep in mind you do have the 1 fatigue for the moment.
What does that do again? Like,
so fatigue, it generates 1 fewer AP per point of fatigue down to 0. And if you begin a scene with fatigue, which we're about to begin a new one, you lose 1 HP per 2 points of fatigue. So right now you're just getting a few less points of AP, but as it gets more and more, it gets pretty bad as you go along.
Okay.
But you're just at 1 fatigue at the moment across the board.
Okay.
But as you all step back out into the very cold wilderness, I do have to ask, who among you has the best perception and survival?
I'm actually just going to spend the luck point where I can clearly see where she went.
Fair enough. If you want to spend the luck, that works for me. So you do see that there are tracks in the snow that lead off to the southeast. And since you spent the luck, I'm not going to have you roll. You eventually come across Janie speaking with a bald-headed, robed individual, which you would immediately identify as a son of Adam. They seem to be speaking in kind of this space between what at one point probably was a bus stop. So it's kind of like two big piles of snow and then the remains of the metal structure of the bus stop, if that makes any sense. But the two are talking in hushed tones. They don't seem to have noticed you quite yet.
Brother Hugh's just gonna walk straight at them.
Okay.
I think that's the best person for that. I will stay. I guess I'll stay out of sight while he's talking, but close enough that I could come in and help him if needed.
Hugh, do you want me to go along with you, or should I hang back and let you do your thing? And
It is my gut feeling that this may not go how I'd like it to, so it's probably best if you come with.
okay, and I'm gonna just tag along.
All right, Kate, are you being stealthy about your approach, or are you just straight up walking like Hugh is?
You know what? I'm gonna try and sneak up.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Agility and sneak, please.
Nice.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, so the two people there talking are be none the wiser that Kate is hidden nearby, but Brother Hugh, as you walk up, the two notice you, and the other one that's not Janie immediately kind of goes for their gamma gun, and Janie says, no, it's okay, Brother Lewin. He's one of ours. And Janie kind of waves you over and says, Brother Hugh, may I introduce Brother Lewin?
Greetings. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Brother Hugh, as Janie is told.
Pleasure to meet you, as Brother Lewin kind of puts his hand back to a more normal state. Are you with, I mean, obviously you're a child of Adam, but are you with the son of Adam?
I have yet to have the pleasure to meet him. Are you part of that sect?
We both are, yes. In fact, Janie was just telling me about Beatsville, a apparent hidden settlement here.
Yes, it likes its privacy, and that's what kind of concerned me. What is this meeting about? Is there talks of proselytizing for them?
Well, I mean, as you well know, brother, it is our job as worshippers of Adam that we must spread Adam's glow, and that anything that removes radiation or anything that stops the spread of Adam must be removed.
Did the son of Adam say this?
It is one of his teachings, yes.
The teachings that I've been brought up with speaks more on the glow growing itself, because if you force the glow, it will simply cast more shadows as people try to rise up against it. The division will come when the time is right. Trying to force it will simply create an imperfect division.
And I think Janie and Lewin kind of look at each other and go, we'll have to disagree, brother, but unless you have any further business, we really both should be getting going. And they start to make motions as if they're going to walk off into the wasteland, never to be seen again.
I'm afraid I must insist that we speak more on this matter.
And I'm gonna step out from the shadows and kind of ensure that they don't head anywhere too quickly.
All right. Well, as the way this is shaken out, we are going to go back into combat here. It's going to be probably a very quick combat. In terms of initiative, Kate, you're once again at the top of the initiative order. So, what would you like to do?
You know, the thing is hard is that I don't want to kill them
Nah,
because
go
they
for it.
have useful information.
Mhm.
Is there a way I could hold my attack a little bit, but it's hard. You know, it's like I got him a little bit, but
Ma- I say make a statement. If he survives, we can talk to him about it.
You could also do a held action and have it be like if they reach for a gun or try and run, you can have that be the trigger to then hit them.
oh, yeah. You know what? I can use you just reminded me here. Let me take a look here. I know there's a minor action or a major action where I try to say like what I think is gonna happen, and if it does happen, you get to
Yep.
choose
If
your
you look at
turn.
the More Rules tab in Foundry there up at the top, there's actually a list of all the actions. You're looking at the ready major action over there at the right.
Yes. And my prediction will be that one of them is going to try to make an attack here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you straight up that, yeah, they're immediately going to both go for their gamma guns, so you still get an attack in before they go.
Okay. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Just in case. Um, yeah, okay, I'm gonna. Should I?
If you're trying to be non-lethal, you
Yeah.
could also aim for like the leg. That just increases the difficulty by 1.
Like I said, make the statement. If they survive, we can talk to him afterwards.
Yeah, actually, maybe I should. I mean, I already used but I know there's the minor action. Is there one where I can target a specific limb?
I believe it's a -2 to target a specific limb, I think.
Is it? I thought it was a -1.
It
But
might be a -1. Let me see if I can find a quick ruling on this.
It is the aim at minor action, if I recall.
Right. No,
No,
the
that's
aim
that's a
is
reroll.
reroll.
Oh, that is reroll.
Let's say, because again, we're coming up on session time. Let's just go ahead and say it's one more difficulty, and if we got to fix that later, we'll fix it later.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for a leg here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you that they have a defense of 1, so aiming for the leg at difficulty of 2, you would have to reroll that 16 in order to
Okay.
succeed here.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Ugh.
And I definitely do that again.
Well, you can't reroll
Yeah,
a
yeah,
reroll.
yeah.
That's
Um,
true.
You could
Um,
attempt to crit fish with the 11, though. That is an option.
Well, it's a failure otherwise. So if you roll it and you do get a crit, then it's a success.
That's true. So I can reroll this one for.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep, not enough. So yeah, Kate, you go in swinging with your bat, but the brother Lwyn is a little bit too fast for you. And yeah, I think Lwyn is going to go for his gamma gun and is going to shoot at you, Kate.
Naturally.
So let's see here. Your defense is 1, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, you're going to take a grand total of 1 radiation damage, and
Or
you
0.
are stunned.
Ooh.
I'll take the radiation damage though.
Okay.
Okay, and then I do have 1 radiation damage resistance to the torso.
You
Okay.
actually take 0.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
so you
If she
take
takes
0
0 damage, does she still...
Does
No,
she
she
still end up stunned is the question. I see what you're asking.
I think, but you have a piercing 1, so I think you would... I don't think she has 2 defense. I think
Ooh.
you'd still
Oh, yeah,
do
you're right.
1.
You're right. 'cause
Yes,
it's
okay.
piercing.
I lose one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So still going to be taking the 1, which then Brother Hugh takes, and then you are going to be stunned for your next turn. Just remember that you basically have to spend and buy more actions because you can't take normal actions on your next turn.
Okay.
But that's Brother Lwyn. We now have Janie, and Janie's going to do the same thing to Brother Hugh. Brother Hugh, I believe your defense is also a 1.
Correct.
All right. Well, how do you feel about 3 radiation damage?
That'll be 1 radiation damage.
But that is enough to
And-
stun you, unfortunately.
Don't think I have a way to stop that.
Well, I think the professor does, because up next it would be Brother Hugh, then the professor. So actually, let's go in order here. Brother Who, do you want to buy AP additional actions here?
I actually have initiative 10. I would go before him.
Oh, that's right, because he has initiative 8. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Professor. What you got?
I will spend a luck point
Mm-hmm.
to ask for some form of friend to come help me at some point.
Okay, mysterious
And-
stranger.
Yes. Then I don't think I can cure stun, right?
Not that I'm aware of, but if you want to go ahead and roll mysterious stranger now, he's going to show up very
Okay.
quickly.
I will do that now. I will go NPC. You. He always shows in perfect range. So let's roll this guy. He rolls with a 3 dice, and let's roll.
Yeah, he gets the successes. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I've never rolled well on him. Let's see if that changes.
Didn't you one-shot a dude?
Yes,
did
but
one
that was
shot a
after I spend luck to
Mm.
reroll his stuff, which I don't know if is technically allowed.
Who are you aiming at?
Looks like the torso.
Or who?
Yeah,
Dealer's
I guess
choice.
I should ask the question. Do you have a preference for which
I don't
of
think
the
I could-
two?
I don't
Janie
think I
or
can
Lynn?
technically decide. I think it'd be funnier if it was not Janie.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh,
So
Please.
Lynn is going to get shot in the chest and is immediately going to fall to the ground and bleed out on his next turn. Janie, of course, screeches and starts, shouting about how dare you interrupt the glow of Adam. He was the best of us. He was the best of us.
And I will continue my turn.
Yeah, continue your turn. What you got?
I will shout, "That was a sign from Adam that you have done fucked up." And I will use that as my rally. I don't think
Yeah, go ahead. See what your rally's like.
I as much as I suck at charisma, I'm going to assume that would have been a charisma check.
Yeah.
What would you put that with?
Yeah, that's the question. Probably some form of speech and charisma, or even, I could say even strength and charisma, though I doubt it's better for you.
Surprisingly, strength and speech is better.
Go for it then. No AP, unfortunately. No AP.
It is 1 point better than charisma. And then I guess, do I stay back where I am? I can't heal any of you currently. I guess if I'm not within medium distance of them, I will move up to at least medium distance as my minor action, but that
Okay.
is all I can do.
All right. Brother Hugh, again, you are stunned, but you have enough AP in the bank that you could buy a major action.
So I am going to buy a major.
Okay, that'll cost 2 AP.
Yeah. So he was going to walk up to Janie and says, "You say that he was the best of you? That is unfortunate because he is a very poor example of a human being and an even worse example of child of Adam." And then he's going to punch her.
All right, fair enough. Again, difficulty on this is a 1.
Okay. Just to be safe, I'm going to spend an AP.
All right. Yeah, you hit her. 2 AP back in the torso, and yeah, go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. For the damage, I'm also going to spend the 2 AP. Hopefully, it'll be a quick death. And I'll spend a luck.
wait, did you say death?
You
Yeah.
did? Yes.
So, as you punch her in the gut and the light begins to leave her eyes, she kind of does that stereotypical thing where she puts a hand on your shoulder to whisper in your ear and goes, "You realize this changes nothing. the last son of Adam will bring the day of division. And then she dies.
Before she dies, I'm going to say, if that is Adam's will, it will come to pass whether we do anything.
And then she dies.
Does her tongue stick out?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
We'd like to spend a luck point to make it stick out.
Just get the little X's.
I will walk up, go, hey, that's our first mishap with radiation weapons. How's everyone feeling? I don't know how to treat those too well. I apologize.
I feel a little bit of a tinge of warmth upon me.
I do feel Adam's glow within me.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
That I'm
Well,
feeling?
it's the start of it.
Oh.
Once you've come to embrace it, it's less of a burning sensation and more of a comforting warmth.
I hope so. I hope so.
Speaking of radiation weapons, do they have gamma rounds on them?
They actually do have some gamma rounds on them. Let me roll and see how many you get. Because it says on the stat block here, 2d20, which I think is a lot of gamma rounds, but what do I know?
That is a lot of gamma rounds.
Apparently you get 21 gamma rounds for your troubles.
Is it per?
No,
person?
well, technically it's per, but that's too much. Like 40-20, there's no way. There's no way.
Goodness gracious.
Does a gamma gun use science or does it use...
It uses energy weapons.
It uses
Yeah,
energy.
it uses
Ooh.
energy weapons. But yeah,
This is technically an energy weapon for me.
That might be like to mod science, I believe. I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I was active as an energy weapon.
Are their gamma guns still in working condition?
Well, let's make this fair. I will say that if you want to spend a luck point, one of them will be.
Is this considered...
Is this considered a
I'm
new
okay
quest?
with that
No.
because if you want a gun, Professor, I have my gamma gun.
Oh, I thought you got rid of that early.
No, I still have it.
Okay. I'm okay.
What? Take it, man. Take it.
Could I repair it? That's a rarity 4 weapon if I recall. That's a lot of parts to repair that.
It is. Yeah, I was gonna say that would be a project for sure.
Does it break down to more?
Yes, it would still be considered junk, so I could scrap it. Correct. Nah.
Maybe there's someone we could pay to repair it.
If RNG doesn't want me to have this yet, I'm okay. Worst case, I can take yours off your pocket and start shooting people.
Yeah.
Now that I know you have one.
All right. Well, as you both, or all three of you, stand over the corpse of what were 2 last Son of Adam members, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. So yeah, what'd you guys think? I thought that went pretty well.
That actually went real well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Damn it, Janie!
We should have said, when she asked us at the very beginning, do you think bringing her would be an issue? We should have just said yes, got her off the group, and gone.
Yeah, we should have voted her out.
Yeah, one
this
thing I'll say about that is they do deliberately say that no matter what you do, Janie sneaks off to go talk to Lynn and spread the word and reveal where Beatsville is and all that nonsense. And I'm like, I mean, I get it, but isn't that too obvious? So hopefully I made it a little less obvious.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to double cross us until the bartender was like, "Yeah, we don't want the children of Adam to know about here," and I was like, "Oh, great, here we go."
No, I was actually, before we went down for the night, was going to ask you, hey, during our walk, did we see Janie at all?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, someone told us for me. So I need to go. We need to turn in. I guess we should probably finish up the stream, but I do need to go turn in the repairing the water purifiers as well.
Yep. We'll
And
handle that
I've
next
got to
time.
finish my
Yes.
conversation with Bob because I have a interesting workaround.
Yes, and I thoroughly enjoyed that this is like a whole arts district. Being somebody who's taken so many art classes, I could probably graduate just based off of that. This is yes, I'm excited to see what they've all got going on.
Love it, love it. All right, well, Twitch, stick around because we're going to rate soon, but YouTube, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later. Bye, YouTube.